Hello mga ka-beauty! Celeste Gwapa once again. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, mga ka-beauty, we will be talking about the stress coping mechanisms of teachers. So later, I will be asking some of my colleagues on how they cope with stress in this time of pandemic. And later on, I will be giving also some tips on how to cope with stress and how to stay beautiful, blooming, inspired amidst the pandemic. So, I hope to see you around. Sir Ben,
Hi.
as a teacher, how do you cope up with stress?
Well, I have to
What do you usually do when you are stressed?
I keep on going what I started. Then I always think positive.
Wow, very nice. What else?
Stress is one of the aspect in your life that could push you
To your limits.
forward.
Ah. So,
So take it positive, no? Don't let it ma-distress ka, ma-negative ka. So you have to take it always positive, no? Even in time of pandemic, you have to move forward, no? Don't let the pandemic make it you down. So keep it, move on, then be happy.
yay! Thank you so much, sir. Very nice yung answer. Igo sa akong mga tip. Hello, Sir Dave.
Good afternoon.
So, what are your stress coping mechanisms?
Many to mention. One of it is, of course, sleeping.
Wow. Yung pagkata.
And eating. And lastly, playing.
Playing what?
Playing games sa cellphone. Like, panahon ikadikan nga. Sana? Tungis.
Ah!
Basta wordscapes, dagang mga games sa online.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nga laag pod, no?
Ma?
Laag pod.
Of course.
Yes.
Hindi na mawa.
Thank you, Sir Dave Lalo.
You're welcome.
Hello, Mamaita. So, what are your stress coping mechanisms, ma'am?
Mukha binignit. Manano, manglaba.
Wow.
Manglimpyo bay.
Wow, very productive di ay. Mas mayo din ma-stress ka kanunay.
Adi po. Masuko ang bana kay sige magkao diyan taas ang sugar.
Ay. Thank you, Mamaita. Kaon ko binignit ron. Thank you. Hello, Ma'am Gigi Badlon.
Hi, good afternoon.
How do you usually cope up with stress?
Siyempre di man nato malikayan ang stress, no? Pero ako ikatawa, tulog ka on kebs ng mga trabaho on. Anyway, usahay mawahig usahay di basta kay nakahimo, so dili ko magpa-stress jud kay makamatay. Yeah,
Yes.
so at least nihimo ko sa akong best. Bahalag dili best para nila basta kay nihimo ko. So dili ka magpa-stress.
Yes, thank you so much, Ma'am Gigi. Ana lang gid ang life.
Oo na.
Thank you. Good morning, Ma'am Lotis. How do you cope your stress, Ma'am Lotis, in this time?
Ay muli sa balay, sa isla, ya, batog, magpabugnaw. Wala.
Wow.
Karasigana.
Wow, very nice. So, give yourself time to relax mo imong coping mechanism.
Patay ka na doon.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Loti. Good morning, teachers. I have a question, Ma'am Michelle. No. How do you cope your stress? How do you cope with your stress in this time?
Reading.
Ah, wow. So you give time to read.
I kept on reading.
Wow. So what do you usually read, Ma'am Michelle?
Unsa? Comics. Quran. Mystery.
Wow. Love story.
novel.
Wow. Oh. Sana all.
Romance.
Wow. So, na kay tips.
Unsa? Under the ocean. Let's name that.
Hey, thank you, Ma'am Michelle. Say hi to my vlog.
Hi.
How about, ma'am?
Okay, mas teacher na.
Yes. How do you cope with your stress?
Ay, prayer walk.
Wow, that's so nice.
Sa worship, sa church, yung mamungay sa natad, mag-cellphone, ano.
Wow.
Sa church activities, more.
Wow, that's
Para
nice.
wala ang gardening.
Wow. Thank you so much. Hello, Ma'am Zinen. Oh, Master Teacher in TLE.
Yes!
What is your stress coping mechanism, Ma'am Zinen?
Relax, good.
In what way you will relax?
Inagahuman og check, humana tanan, relax sa, dili sa nato record. Nya, tulog.
Unya, you are in the service for 30 years. Kapin na, di ba?
30.
Nya, how do you maintain your body? Oh, sige na. Oh, 60 kapin, pero look at that. How do you maintain your body ba?
Wag yun lang, paagi tayo. Relax sa yun, dili ma-stress. Minimize na. Masuko ng galing, makita yung paagi nga ma-relax ka. Nag-agit ko kaya nato. As a person, mapungot, magod ka. Nag-kaya nga naman sa kayo kapingot.
Yes.
So, mo na nga, mamita ka paagi nga ma-relax ka.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Zinen. Hello, Sir Dennis Vilano.
Good morning, Madam Gwapa.
So, how do you cope with stress?
Just go on with the stress.
So, you mean embrace with the stress?
Stress. Kawa ka ng stress.
Lagi, pero usually kung ma-stress ka, what do you usually do?
Ako pa-stresson ng stress.
Funny, Jika. Tanong ba?
Just be yourself and focus on how to solve your stress.
Thank you. Unsa pa?
That's all. Thank you.
Sa name sa vlog sa imong wife?
Vlog sa buhay. Makalimut ko.
Thank you, Sir Dennis. Hello, Ngay. I'm Cecilia Burha. How do you usually cope your stress with your stress?
Good morning. Good morning, guys. Gwapa. Diba kunin mo?
Oh.
Bitaw. Uy, wag ko ma-stress. Maligya o sagi.
Wow. Productive. Okay, you will gain income.
Oh, relax ko sa hay.
How do you usually relax?
Relax. Lingaw-lingaw sa baby.
Nari kay baby, abi kung daga ka. Hey!
Ingat mo.
Ako kay matug.
Ha?
Matug kung ma-stress.
Iban ka to. Kaya may bata. Magsiiog. Hawi-hawi.
Thank you, Ngay. Say hi to Insik.
Hi, Gaw!
Insik.
Hi, Gaw!
Thank you.
Kumusta?
Thank you.
Okay.
Bubura! Hello, Sir Edwin. Ako question, sir.
Isa man
How do you cope with your stress in life, especially at work?
as a work.
Yes.
Okay. Doon ay kuan, depende sa stress kay doon ay di man nga top 3 source of stress sa pinag-tao. Una, kanay itawag ko conflict in relationship, and then number 2, overwork ka or unwanted workloads, ikatulo ka ng increasing financial demands. So, para na ko, ang pinaka-the best way sa pag-cope sa stress, alam ko sa Bible, kay mga kasagaran ako nga gigamit yun, nga pamaagi. Tingnan sa Psalm 16 verse 11, in your presence, O Lord, there is fullness of joy, and in your right hand is pleasure forevermore. So, ang stress na maghatag ni mo, kaluya, kaguol, ang the best way yun nga makop ni mo na is dangop kita sa Ginoo, a life surrendered to God. Mara gid na ang akong ikahatag na
Nagaswaso ko, Sir Edwin. Thank you, Sir Edwin. Oh, Pastor Edwin. Pastor Miloy, how do you cope up with your stress?
I don't care the stress. I don't care stress.
Seriously? No,
Because if you care stress,
what do you usually do kung ma-stress ka?
I have to go silent and meditate.
Wow. That's it?
And proper breathing.
Wow, very nice. Very
To
good.
remove the stress.
What else?
And
The best stress reliever.
doing
Joke! Censored! I knew it.
Okay.
You're a master of
You
it.
know really what
Kita randuhan na kasinapot.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Sir Marlon. Hello, Sir Marlon. Good day. How do you cope up with the stress? Sige na, what do you usually do when you are stressed?
Going out with friends in Paclao.
Yes, going out with friends.
Family.
Ano pa? Hi, Mama Sisters. Sir Marlon. Yung gutom kasi nakaka-stress din.
Always sleeping early at night.
Oh, the same here. Sleeping.
Sleep early at night so that you will have a high.
What if, Sir Marlon, your stressor is a person, your colleague? How do you usually cope up with it?
Kaon sa lagi ko.
Uy, maano ka?
Nagibukom lagi ko. Paano kung saan ba sa makaon ko?
How do you do? Okay, kumain ka muna.
Boy, this great.
Okay, Bisaya. Hello, Ma'am Emma. What are your stress coping mechanisms, Ma'am Ems?
Wala. I just want to rest.
Wow. Yeah, watch movies.
Like this, Netflix. Then sleep. What I eat. That's my way of distressing.
Thank you. Sir, wala gi ka ma-stress?
stress. Hindi siya mawat ang oy.
Ano ya?
Kunya, kaya kami laging ato mo ng profession na love na to, mga care sa mga bata. Ang kami ang stress, karon nga, di na stress, ako na di set akong mind nga this is for the future of our students. So, munang kuan siya ba, ma-compensated, na-convince ang ako ang instead nga ma-feel ko stress, ni-feel ko og kanang something accomplishment. Oh. Kana lang.
Thank you kayo, Sir Varona. Hello, Ma'am Grace Santiago nga gwapa. Can you share with us your stress coping mechanism?
Stress coping mechanism. So how am I supposed to answer that question so far? Because all the time I'm stressed. So, ano sa ko answer na naman ba? Nalibog ko. Kuan, shopping ha?
Wow!
Sorry, all ng shopping.
Matis ni.
Hindi, bitaw kuan. Kanang, kita ba siguro tanan maka-cope up, mag-kuan na naman, girls? So malipay ta mag-sige sa shopping.
Yes, tinuod jud. Tinuod na uy. Oh, shopping.
So, muna ako ang stress coping mechanism. Magsige shopping o magsige Lazada. Sige ka na, pari Gwapa, oh. Sige, Gwapa.
Matis.
Oy, Matis.
So, shopping.
Oh, shopping ako.
Thank you, Ma'am Grace.
Gwapa.
Hello, Raisa.
Hi!
So, how do you cope up with your stress?
I clean
Wow.
and plant more flowers in my garden. And go shopping.
Wow.
Ukay-ukay.
Dato. Thank you, Rai. So productive. Di mayo, di kag ma-stress kaya para manghinlo.
Kumangay, okay. Naalay mag-swim-swim. Kinapaspasan lagi tayo moment eh.
Thank you, Raisa. Hello, mga ka-beauty. Hi, Mama Yet. Shout out supportive kay na si Mama Yet. So, na-stress ka.
Yes. Ay, kasi kasaka sila to.
So, mga ka-beauty, remember that stress is the greatest common denominator of all illnesses. So, we have to cope with stress. Okay? Thank you so much sa tanan akong co-teachers nga ni-participate sa akong interview. First, I would like to say thank you to our very supportive school principal, Mama Aurin Castaño. Thank you so much, Mama, for the idea. And of course, to the following co-teachers of mine, thank you so much for sharing some of your coping mechanisms for stress. Ma'am Lotis Perkes, thank you. Ma'am Zinen Gabato, Ma'am Michelle Pilaire, Ma'am Rowena Salutan, Sir Dennis Bilano, Ma'am Cecilia Burha, Sir Edwin Dantes, Sir Carmelo E. Chavez, Ma'am Asistes Borja, Sir Marlon Apurado, Sir Benjamin Dumagan, Sir si Ma'am Raisa Baradan, Sir Dave Olalo, Ma'am Maita Naval. Thank you so much, and also Ma'am Grace Santiago. Thank you so much sa pag-share sa inyong mga stress coping mechanisms. So, okay na data mga teachers kaya na tayo daghang mga coping mechanisms. But then again, I would like to give some practical tips. I researched some of this and I also add my personal tips to cope with stress. Okay? Mamayet! So first, okay na. Okay naman, good, no problem. Mamayet, oy. Stress naman. First practical tip, mga ka-beauty. So let me just do the thing that I'm supposed to do. Okay, mag-work ta. First is love your work, of course. That is the first thing that you should do. You should love your work. Okay, if you love your work, you find it easy, then you will be enjoying doing all the tasks. And then you find it more interesting and you find it more exploring. So you want to explore more, and of course, if you love your work, you will be doing and giving all your best, diba? Agree, no? Yes. Second, since you love your work, then you can think positively and smile whenever possible. Diba, mamayat? Tando ko, diba, mamayat? Supports. Yes, so if you love your work, you will be able to think positively and smile whenever possible. Remember, smile is the best makeup that we can wear for us women. And smile is not expensive, so you better share it to anybody. And it is also one way to make what you feel better. So smile whenever possible. Just think positively, just like what Sir Ben ganina ningon na. Just think positive. Okay? Then next, also, we need to identify some situations that leave us emotionally drained. So if you know that kind of event or situation will leave you emotionally drained, then you better prepare and you better think of some strategies on how to reduce the stress that kind of event has caused you. So you list some situations that leave you emotionally drained. Next, we have to work out priorities. If you don't know how to prioritize things, then you will end up stressed. So you list the tasks that you're supposed to do in a day. So, para na ako maglista, kung magunsa ko ugma, mo niya akong buhaton, mo na, nabali na lagi akong staple. So you have to set priorities, you list the tasks according to how important the task is, and make sure that the task will be done possibly. Na siya, set priorities. And that setting out priorities will work with manage your time wisely. So we have to manage our time wisely. We have to balance work and relaxation. So time management is very important because if you don't know how to manage your time, surely you will suffer from stress. Padipo-dipo naman ka, 11th hour ka niya, dagan pa di kag buhaton, kapakapak ka. Yan, hugda na kag time, ma-stress na ka, then hinong kakahimo. So grabe ang stress ana, ma-stress, maganis mamzinan, makuha nga rayang mudyo, lugusa. So, let's learn to manage our time. Pwede na. Enjoying while working, para di ka ma-burn out. Ano na siyang technique? Makuratan na siya, wa siya ma-stress. Okay? Ning react si Ma'am Zinen. Next tip is avoid overreacting to imagined insults. I mean, kita man good, we always consider what other people might say about us. what other people might think about us, and that is stressful. It can give us stress because you find it so kanang murag ang liit ng mundo and you are not free to do. Don't be afraid to commit mistake, but learn from our mistake, of course. So don't overreact on some criticisms and some negative comments from other people. Take it as your constructive criticism and learn from it and improve. Diba? Do better out of it. That's it. To avoid overreacting to imagined insult or negative comments. Next tip. Think before you commit. Ala, para na sa pag-imuya ba? Huna-huna sa usa ka mo commit. Bitaw. Teachers as we are, we usually we usually do something for us to feel wanted and liked. So, some people are trying to please other people. So, bisag dili kaya mo commit niya pag ando pa na stress na siya, nagsagol na siya sa stress and like that. So, avoid that. Think before you commit. Kung di kaya, dili. Pero ako basubra nga tanan na lang po di-assign mo yung kag dili nimo kaya unsa naman laman ka wala kay pulo sa katiling ban. So, explore or we have to explore so that our potentials will be enhanced. But think before you commit. Okay? Next is, this is a very nice tip, practical tip. Avoid dwelling on past mistakes. Move on. Char. So we do all have past mistakes. Would you agree with that? Yes, we have. So the proper way is just learn from your past mistakes and make sure to do better for the next time. Move on. Because if you keep on thinking the past, especially stressful past mistakes, wala, ma-stress kag samot. So you have to move on, be a better version of yourself, and then forgive yourself from your past mistake. But usahay man good, we can appreciate the present by looking back the past. For example, sa akong situation, mag-looking back ko sa past, nasir ko pananong ubasak sa una, na karon bulkan akong gunitan, so I can appreciate the present. But when we talk about past mistakes that give us stress, just leave it behind. Let's move on. Next tip is let go of grudges. Okay, kasagaran jud natay mga personal grudge sa atong dughan. Let go. Kay maka-stress na nimo niya magbugat imong dughan, magisud na kag smile, kay stress ka, then it will leave you emotionally drained. Daghan ka. Ang grudges magud kag cause sa imong self physically, sa imong health, sa imong emotional aspects, sa imong self. So, let go of grudges. Learn to forgive and learn to forget. Okay? Kay lisod kayo because I've read an article that when you are full of grudges in your heart, peace of mind is away from you. So, kung wala kay peace of mind, of course, stress ka. So, you better let go of your grudges. Okay? Maka-stress na, makatigwag dali, masakit pa ka, kansi ka. Niyagi mong gikasukan, ko'y pakit sa imong feeling. Next, connect with people. Yes, nice to tunay mga friends nga you can hang with, you can connect with some people who can be trusted. If you have that emotional pain, mental outbursts, you can share to people, then relax mo, manuroy, katawa-katawa, then at least ma-relieve in your stress, makwak-kwaan. So you have to connect with people. Remember, no man is an island. We are social beings, so we need to connect with people, we need to be with people, we need to mingle with people. So let's do that, and that is one way to relieve your stress. Next, we have to set aside, I love this one, set aside time each day for recreation and exercise. I've been exercising, but for how many weeks and days na busy sa module, nagama na, right? Module 4 quarters, wala na ko ka-exercise, but it's really a good stress reliever. So, kasagaran sa akong interview nga teachers, mo relax, find time nga maka-stop sa gitrabaho so that they can relieve their stress. Sana siya. So again, take time or set aside time each day for recreation and exercise. Diba? Nice kayo, no? It will make you healthy and it can relieve your stress. It can reduce your stress. And okay, kung stressful ba kayo ka? Kung stressful kayo ang tao, kay it will show sa ilang aura. Char. Di ba mamayat? Actually, sabo diya mamayat. Maklaro ba yan? Ang tao stress kayo mamayat, di ba? Yes. I am not telling that my life is stress-free because we do have a lot of concerns, but it's a matter on how we respond to stressful situations. Ano na siya? Next tip, cut down on smoking, drinking, sedatives, and stimulants. So, sa mga mo smoke diha, mo inom, maka-stress na siya. When we say, lingaw-lingaw, man good, nanuroy ni mag-inom, yes. But when you are drunk na, it will just give a temporary relief. But after that, it can create a wider problem. Kinahubog na kala, ibang ka kagdaghan. So, na-stress na ka, kaya ano pa, daghan na kag nagasto. So, cut it down. Kung pwede, lingaw-lingaw ra nga inom. So, drink moderate. Charot. Kaning ako, gi-research na ako practical tips and I'm just adding my own opinions. Aron matagpo gamay ba? To stay beautiful. Ang happy, bahalag, simple rang life. Last tip is enjoy life. Yes, but remember to set our limits. Okay? Enjoy lang life. Managingon ni Sir Ben dumagan ganina nga. Whatever stress we are facing, please always remember that life is a gift to be enjoyed, not a problem to be solved. So let us enjoy life, enjoy our career. Let us all be grateful that we have our job amidst the pandemic, na tagya po yung income. So let us just be grateful. With that, let's do our best, give our best. Arong, ma-enjoy na tong life. Dili ta ma-stress. Okay, so mao na to mga practical tips. Kusog kayo ang uwan, so dili kayo klaro. Anyway, I hope you have learned something. If you want to add more tips, don't hesitate to comment down below so that I could learn from you and you will also learn from me. Thank you so much for watching, guys.